We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Detroit! From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? He'll get it up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! As his guys are in for 6, and the Bucs are able to strike for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
20. Hey, express. Look out.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And a loose football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A give to Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Get up!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The give is to Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
They'll look to throw. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he finds a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Watkins, the intended receiver. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it? Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. It's Gray. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it over.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vic Beasley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Back now in Tampa, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Gun! 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 Right! Hey, let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Noah Spence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
36, 36.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. They're going to look to throw. Complete. He finds Blake. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to